So what differs this new Spider-Man movie from the last ones?
You know, I think the big differences are, you know, he's a much younger version of the character and he's more youthful, and we really try to show audiences a new side to him that we've never seen before. My big thing was that if you give a 15-year-old superpowers, he's going to have the best time ever, you know? So we really tried to make sure that Peter Parker's enjoying himself while saving people and also using his superpowers to just be a badass, you know?
What's your favorite Spider-Man till now, Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire?
That's an impossible question, you know, because they both did certain things so well. I love the way Andrew portrayed Spider-Man in the costume, and I love the way Tobey portrayed Peter throughout the movies. I'm lucky in a sense that I've got 5 great movies that I can steal little pieces from, and they've definitely been a huge help to me throughout the process.
Give me a sense of when you tackle something like this. Obviously, everybody loves what Tobey did. Everybody loves what Andrew did. You have to make it your own. Is that a tough task? Do you ignore sort of what's come before? Or do you just, like, what's the attitude going into kind of figuring out your way into this character?
You know, I think I'm in a lucky position because I have 5 great movies that I can take things from, and thousands of comic books that I can take things from that haven't even been touched on yet. My benefit is that obviously I'm a lot younger, and we can really build a character that's grounded in high school. A lot of this movie takes place in high school, and watching a kid struggle and balance and juggle chemistry homework and fighting a flying monster. Right. So for me, it wasn't so difficult to try and find the differences in this character.
Inherently, it's a different approach.
You know, it's just a massively different approach to the franchise, and we had such a great team behind us and such a fantastic creative team, really pushing for new things. So it was great.
Have you since now talked to both Andrew and Tobey?
I haven't spoken to Tobey. Okay. I was lucky enough to meet Andrew on the carpet at the BAFTAs.
Nice. And
we had a really good chat. I'm a big fan of his, and especially all the stuff he's been doing over the last couple of years. So I had a lot of lovely things to say about him, and he was kind enough to say some lovely things about me, which was a great confidence boost, you know, because your predecessors are people that you really look up to and admire, and for me it was a real, I had a big old boost of confidence after speaking to him.
Do you watch the new Spider-Man movies and weep? See, who is this Tom Holland child? How could he possibly be doing? He's dead.
Tom Holland will not. His name will not be desecrated. Okay, in seriousness, he's wonderful, don't you think?
I do. Yeah.
Did you see The Impossible? You must have seen The Impossible.
I did. Yes.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Yeah.
Tom Holland told me that he wants to talk to you not about how to play Spider-Man, but how your life changes.
Oh, God. Well, I think it's going to be different for everybody. He seems like he's in a really good place with it, though. From my perspective, he seems like he's having a blast, and he's in a really good situation with the people he's working with, and I'm not concerned for him. But I'm well up for chatting with him. I think he's so talented, and I think he's got a really awesome ride ahead of him.
That's great. Well, I know you guys have a lot of questions for these people, so I'll get out of the way and give you your chance. Microphone's over there if you want to line up with your questions. And we'll take our first one. Go there.
So Peter Parker's this really nerdy guy. He's not that attractive. Girls don't like him that much. And Tobey Maguire really nailed that because that's kind of like you and Garfield you just emit this swagger to you, and all the girls can attest to you that they love you. So how do you tone down your awesomeness? Tobey Maguire. Peter Parker.
That was the most amazing question I've ever received. I'm so sorry to disagree with you, but you're mistaken on all counts. Tobey Maguire was a sex machine in my eyes. And still is. And he will always be Spider-Man, and you cannot take that away from me. No matter who fills those shoes, it's always going to be Tobey's role. So don't you dare. I don't know what to say. I'll meet you at the back after, I guess.
We heard you were a little bit concerned not to keep up to Tobey Maguire.
Where'd you hear that?
Well, I read it in a magazine and
Oh, you should believe everything the internet says.
Okay, all right. Well, I won't.
No. I'm very honoured to follow in the footsteps of Tobey Maguire, and I don't feel there's any kind of competition. So I don't see it that way. I see that we're all part of the same family.
Are you to be here with this movie at Sundance?
I'm very excited. I love Sundance. I've been here several times over the years, and I love it. It's always a blast. I love the energy here.
You know, I spoke to Elizabeth Banks yesterday because she has another movie here, and I said, you know what? It just hit me that Betty Brant and Peter Parker finally had a family.
That's funny. Yeah, yeah. We've done a lot of movies together. It's pretty funny. Me and Elizabeth. I'm counting them in my head now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we've done 5 together.
That's a good record. One last question. What do you think of Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man? How excited are you to see that movie?
I'm really excited. I think Mark Webb's an exciting filmmaker, and Andrew's a great actor. I've been a fan of his. I saw Boy A, which I loved a bit ago, not quite a while, but a bit ago, and of course Social Network, and I saw him in something else. I'm blanking, but I'm a fan. I'm excited to see what they do.